If you search SEO on the Shopify App Store right now, here is what you will find. There are over 800 apps in this category alone. Every single one is promising to fix your rankings, boost your traffic, and get you to page 1 of Google. But right at the top of that list, ranked as the #1 SEO app on the entire Shopify App Store, is an app called SEOLab. Completely free, 4.9 stars, over 2,000 reviews, and it carries the Built for Shopify badge, which means Shopify itself has reviewed it for quality and performance. In this video, I am going to install this app on a real store, run it through every single feature it has, and show you exactly what it does, what it fixes, and whether it actually deserves that #1 spot. We are talking technical SEO, image optimization, keyword research, structured data, broken links, sitemap, and something almost no other SEO app is doing yet, which is optimizing your store for AI search engines like ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, and Claude. Stick around, because that last part might be the most important 5 minutes of this video for your store in 2026. Installing SEOLab takes about 30 seconds. Once it is installed, it drops you straight into your dashboard. The SEOLab homepage provides a centralized view of your store's SEO health, allowing you to track performance and identify optimization opportunities at a glance. On the left, the Performance Stats section displays SEO scores for key page types: homepage, product pages, collection pages, blog pages. These scores help you quickly understand how well each page type is optimized for search engines. The SEO site score represents the overall SEO health of your homepage. The Speed Optimizer indicator visually shows how close your page is to optimal SEO performance. You can click Recheck Now to manually refresh the analysis at any time. Site speed is one of the biggest ranking factors Google uses, and SEOLab improved both of these automatically in the background. While I was still looking at the dashboard, the Speed Score section highlights homepage loading performance across devices, mobile speed score, desktop speed score. Fast loading speeds improve both user experience and search engine rankings. Down here, you also get a domain authority tracker, which shows how your store compares to other sites on the web, a competitor analysis section we will come back to later, and a setup guide that walks you through everything step by step. We just completed step 1 of 5. Let us go into the SEO Tags section. This has 2 tabs, meta tags and alt tags, and honestly, these 2 things alone are worth installing the app for if you have a big catalog. Meta tags are the title and description that show up when your store appears in Google search results. If you have ever Googled a product and seen a weird cutoff or just plain blank description under the link, that is a missing meta tag. SEOLab has an auto-generate toggle for both products and collections. Flip it on, and it starts writing optimized meta titles and descriptions for every product automatically, using your free quota. You have blog meta tags. Turning this on will create SEO titles and descriptions for all your blog articles automatically. Now the alt tags tab. Alt text is the description attached to every image on your store, and it matters for 2 reasons. First, it helps Google understand what your images actually show, which helps your products show up in image search. Second, it makes your store accessible to people using screen readers. Most stores have 0 alt text on most of their images. SEOLab shows you a full table of every product image, and there is a Fix All Alt Text button right here that writes alt text for everything in 1 click. This next section is where most of the real SEO work happens, and it is called page optimization. At the top, you can see a stats bar. It shows how many pages have important issues, how many need improvement, how many are already optimized, and how many have been scanned out of the total. You also get AI credits, which power the AI tools we are about to look at. When you run a scan now, you can actually watch it happen product by product. Each one gets checked in real time, and the counts for issues, improvements, and optimized pages update live. For a store with a big catalog, this is the difference between manually checking 97 products one at a time, or letting this run while you make coffee. Every product gets an SEO score out of 100. And honestly, when you first install this, brace yourself, because a lot of your products are going to be sitting in single digits or low 20s. That is normal. That is not a reflection of your store. That is just what an unoptimized product page looks like to a search engine. For each product, you get two options: Optimize Content and AI Optimizer. Let us click into Optimize Content on one of these low-scoring products. At the top, you get an SEO health score in a circle, and below that, a full list of remaining issues. You set a focus keyword for the page, and SEOLab can suggest one for you with AI if you are not sure what to target. Then you have your title field and a full rich text description editor with headings, bold, italic, lists, and the ability to insert images directly. Down here is the search engine listing preview, which shows you exactly how this page will look in Google with live character counters for your meta title and meta description. You can also edit the URL handle directly and set product tags, again with an AI suggestion option if you want help. Now go back to page optimization page. Here is the faster option. Instead of filling all of that out manually, click AI Optimizer. You give it a focus keyword, pick your language, and hit Get AI Data. It generates an optimized title, description, and tags for that product automatically. If you like what it generated, hit Set Data, and it applies everything to the product instantly. For a store with hundreds of products, this is the realistic way to actually get through your whole catalog. Next up is Speed Booster, and this is split into 3 tabs: Site Speed Up, Image Optimization, and Theme Files Optimization. In Site Speed Up, the first toggle is Instant Page. When this is on, the moment someone hovers over a link for about 65 milliseconds, the next page starts preloading in the background. By the time they actually click, it feels almost instant, and on average, this saves around 300 milliseconds of load time. Below that, you have Lazy Load Images, and Lazy Load for video and iframe. Turn the toggle on, which means content below the fold does not load until the visitor actually scrolls to it, so your initial page load is much lighter. The Image Optimization tab. It shows you how many images have been optimized, the average percentage saved per image, and the total space saved across your store. And Image Quota. You can turn on Auto-Optimize for products, collections, and blogs separately, so any new image you upload gets compressed automatically going forward. And if you are ever worried about quality, there is a 30-day optimization history where you can restore the original image anytime. Last tab here is Theme Files Optimization. This compresses the actual code files of your theme, your CSS and JavaScript, which helps your overall page weight and load time on top of the image savings. One toggle, and it just runs. This next section is called Search Appearance, and it has 5 tabs. First tab, Google Structured Data, also called JSON-LD. This is basically a translation layer that tells Google exactly what kind of content is on each page. SEOLab gives you individual toggles for breadcrumbs, site search, products, articles, collections, blogs, and your overall business, each with a Run Test button so you can confirm it is working correctly. The organization toggle is a personal favorite. You fill in your logo, your business name, and links to all your social profiles. And on the right, SEOLab shows you a live preview of what your Google Knowledge panel could look like. Next tab is Local Business. Turn the toggle on. If you have a physical storefront, this is where you tell Google exactly that: your business name, the type of business from a drop-down, your price range, phone number, full address with coordinates, and a complete weekly hours grid for every day from Monday to Sunday. And just like before, there is a live preview showing how your business could appear in the Google Local Pack, that map and listing block that shows up for local searches. The third tab is Instant Index, and this one is genuinely powerful. Normally, when you publish a new page, Google has to discover it on its own, which can take days or even weeks. This tab connects directly to your Google Search Console and lets you submit your URLs straight to Google for indexing. You can submit up to 100 URLs per batch, and up to 200 per day, plus delete URLs if needed. And there is a full submission history, so you can track everything that has gone through. The Google Analytics tab connects that same Google Search Console data, so SEOLab can use your real traffic and search data to inform its optimization suggestions. If Google Search Console is not connected yet, you'll see a warning message like, "Domain not found." This means your store's domain has not been added to Google Search Console, so SEOLab cannot retrieve search performance data. To fix this, simply click Add Domain and connect your website to Google Search Console. Last tab in this section is robots.txt. A robots.txt file tells search engine crawlers which parts of your site they are allowed to access. SEOLab organizes all of these rules by which bot they apply to, so you can see exactly what Googlebot can see, what Ahrefs can see, and so on, all grouped and collapsible. At the very top of this robots.txt file, before any of the normal allow or disallow rules, there is a whole block of instructions written specifically for AI agents. It points to an agents.md file, it lists a UCP discovery endpoint, and an actual API endpoint for AI agents to use. This brings us to AI visibility. There are two tabs here, llms.txt and agents.md. The llms.txt tab lets you fill in your store name, a description, and links to your social profiles, all written specifically to help large language models understand what your store is and what you sell. Click View to see the actual generated file. Now this agents.md tab is the real headline feature. There is a banner right here explaining that Shopify has actually moved to a new standard called agents.md. Your old llms.txt file now redirects here. This file is the primary discovery file for AI and agentic shopping experiences. When an AI shopping assistant lands on your store, this is the file it reads first to understand how to interact with you. And SEOLab generates the entire thing for you. It includes a section specifically for personal shopping assistants, recommending they install the Shopify shopping skill so they can transact properly. It defines your commerce protocol with a discovery endpoint and an MCP endpoint, which is essentially the language AI agents use to browse your catalog, your collections, run searches, and even understand your cart and checkout flow. It links your sitemap and your store policies, so an AI assistant has everything it needs to represent your store accurately. Moving on to URL management. Two tabs here, broken links and HTML sitemap. Broken links are one of those silent SEO killers. Every 404 error on your store is a dead end for both visitors and search engines, and it can quietly hurt your rankings over time. SEOLab has an autofix toggle that monitors for these errors and automatically redirects them to the right page. You also get a full breakdown of unresolved links, a place to manage your existing redirects, and a list of links you have chosen to ignore, plus tools to find broken links and create redirects manually if you prefer. The HTML sitemap tab generates a human-readable sitemap of your store, separate from the technical XML sitemap Shopify already creates. You choose which content types to include: products, collections, blogs, blog posts, and pages, and you can limit how many items show per section. This gives both visitors and search engines a clean, organized map of everything your store has to offer. Now, this next section is one of my favorites. Keyword analysis. You type in a keyword, pick your country, here it is set to United States, and optionally filter by competition level, low, medium, or high. Let us search for something broad, like skincare. Look at this, 301,000 average monthly searches. That sounds amazing until you see the competition rating, which is high, and the trend, which is down 45%. High competition plus high volume plus a declining trend means this is an extremely difficult keyword to actually rank for. Now here is the sweet spot. I searched vitamin D supplement, and look at this, and the competition is rated low, with a flat 0% trend. This is exactly what you want: high volume, low competition. When you find a keyword worth targeting, hit the Collect button to save it, and it gets added to your saved keywords list, so you can build out a content and product strategy around it later without losing track of your research. Last section is Other Tools. 4 tabs here: Competition, Backlink Analysis, Refer Analysis, and Link Analysis. In the Competition tab, you enter a URL and a target keyword. I tried this with the keyword shoes. Then below that, it shows the table, ranking who actually does show up, their backlink counts, and how many of those are do follow versus no follow. Backlink analysis. Enter your URL, and it shows you every site linking back to you, the anchor text they used, and the page authority and domain authority of those linking sites. This is how you find out who is already talking about you, and whether those links are actually helping your authority or not. Referrer analysis. Plug in their URL, and you can see exactly which sites are linking to them and giving them authority. If you see a pattern, like a competitor getting consistent links from beauty or wellness publications, that is a direct roadmap for outreach you could try for your own store. And finally, link analysis looks at the actual structure of links on any given page. Total links, how many are external, how many are internal, and how many are no-follow, along with a full table breaking down each one. Internal linking is something a lot of stores completely ignore, and this gives you a clear picture of how well connected actually your own page. So that is SEOLab, top to bottom, all from one app, completely free, and currently ranked as the #1 SEO app on the entire Shopify App Store. Now, I want to be honest with you, because that is the only way any of this is useful. Installing an app and getting a high score does not mean you will wake up on page 1 of Google tomorrow. SEO takes time, usually months, not days. What an app like this actually does is remove the technical barriers that were holding you back, fix the things Google penalizes you for, and put your store in a position where your good content and good products can actually be found. Link is in the description below. If this was helpful, subscribe for more Shopify tutorials, and let me know in the comments what your SEO score was before and after. I would love to see your numbers.